With the November 20 provincial and parliamentary elections inching closer, political parties and candidates have expedited their electoral assemblies across the country. Many top leaders from the ruling coalition and the opposition alliance are going head-to-head in several parts of the country, making the upcoming elections all the more interesting. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Farmers become priority for candidates as they comprise the highest number among voters for the upcoming elections. Candidates give assurance of completing the Shrestha irrigation project within a year. Senior leaders of the ruling coalition and the opposition alliance yet to hold joint election assemblies as the November 20 provincial and parliamentary elections are less than 2 weeks away. Twitter's new owner, Elon Musk, urges Americans to elect a Republican Congress in today's U.S. midterms to counterbalance President Joe Biden's Democrats. And Rayo Vallecano come from behind to shock defending champions Real Madrid 3-2 in the Spanish La Liga. Real Madrid failed to reclaim the top spot in the standings following the loss. Farmers comprise the highest number among the voters for the November 20 provincial and parliamentary elections. After being ignored by the government and politicians for the past 5 years, farmers have yet again become the priority for everyone. However, the farmers are finding it difficult to believe the candidates who have reached their doorsteps with same old agendas and assurances. Farmers across the country are busy harvesting their crops and preparing for winter crops. They don't have time to attend the electoral assemblies being held in their districts. Understanding the situation, the candidates have begun reaching the doorsteps of the farmers. However, the farmers are facing a difficult time in believing the candidates as their past assurances never materialized. All political parties, including Nepali Congress, CPN-UML and CPN Maoist Center, have included the issues of the farmers in their manifestos. They have assured the farmers of ensuring timely availability of chemical fertilizers, quality seeds, and irrigation facilities. The manifestos have also included assurances of pension for farmers and the construction of a chemical fertilizer factory. However, former administrators and agriculture experts are of the opinion that farmers no longer have confidence in the parties as their issues have not been addressed in the past 5 years. Based on government data, half of the nation's population depends on agriculture. The same population has been ignored by the government and state mechanisms. In the absence of agriculture-friendly policies, the import of agricultural produces has exceeded 300 billion rupees. Candidates of all 3 election constituencies of Banke have prioritized Shrestha irrigation, a national pride project, as their election agenda. Construction works of the project had begun 3 decades ago. Since then, candidates have been assuring the voters of completing the project within a year of their victory. Water was supplied to the West Main Canal of the project 17 years after its construction at an investment of 18.35 billion rupees. However, the farmers were not provided with the irrigation facility in the absence of required infrastructures. Of the 14 cubic capacity, 44-kilometer long East Canal, the construction of the 24-kilometer section is yet to be completed. However, candidates of the provincial and parliamentary elections have been assuring the voters of providing irrigation facility to their agricultural fields. Survey is yet to be carried out for the construction of the 20-kilometer section of the main canal. There are risks of landslides in some parts of the East Canal. More than 2.84 billion rupees has been spent for the construction of the East Canal. The construction cost is expected to increase several folds to 21 billion rupees. Despite this scenario, candidates have been making easy assurances of completion of the project. The November 20 provincial and parliamentary elections is less than 2 weeks away. While candidates and cadres are busy campaigning in their constituencies, senior leaders of the ruling coalition and the opposition alliance are yet to hold a joint election assembly. Prime Minister and Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Deuba is campaigning in Dadeldhura. CPN Maoist Center Chairperson Pushpakamal Dahal is in Gorkha 2, while CPN Unified Socialist Chair Madhav Kumar Nepal is busy in Rohtahat 1. Excluding a few programs of the coalition, senior leaders have not reached the constituencies of the candidates of their own parties. All senior leaders of the coalition were expected to address joint assemblies, but such a mega event is yet to be planned. Just like the ruling coalition, main opposition CPN-UML-led alliance is also yet to hold joint electoral assemblies. CPN-UML has joint forces with Janata Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Prajatantra Party and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party Nepal. But CPN-UML has been holding its solo assemblies so far. CPN-UML chair KP Sharma Oli, who kicked off his assemblies from Darchula, has now reached Gandaki province. It has been understood that CPN-UML has not planned a joint assembly yet. In our public voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces what should be done to ensure enthusiastic participation of voters in the election. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
बुद्धिजीवीहरूलाई पनि यो चीज सुझाव सल्लाह दिएर सबैजनालाई मतदान गर्ने तर्फ हैन लगाउनु पर्छ।
मतदान स्थल भित्र वृद्ध अपाङ्ग सहाय महिलाहरूलाई चाहिँ सहज रूपमा उनीहरूले मतदान दिउन् भने
निर्वाचन आयोगले चाहिँ विभिन्न कार्यक्रमहरू गरी
मतदातालाई सुरक्षा दिन सकेमा चाहिँ
भोट कसरी हाल्ने भनेर ग्रामीण इलाकाका मान्छेहरूलाई सिकाउनको निम्ति पनि मतदाता शिक्षा दिन सक्नु पर्यो।
मतदाता शिक्षाको धेरै आवश्यक
त्यो गर्छ भनेर त्यो भोट माग्नेलाई भन्नुभएको हुन्छ त्यो कुरा नै वचन नै पुरा गरिदिनु पर्यो।
मतदाता कहाँ पुगेर मतदाता शिक्षाको राम्रो दिनु पर्ला।
A total lunar eclipse will be occurring this evening on full moon day. According to the Nepal Calendar Determination Committee, the eclipse will begin at 5:11 p.m. The eclipse, which will cover the entire moon, will be clearly visible from throughout the country after sunset at 5:13 p.m. The lunar eclipse will last for 1 hour and 23 minutes, ending at 6:34 p.m. Just last month, a partial solar eclipse was observed on 25th of October. More than 2,000 deaths caused by vehicular accidents are reported in the country every year. According to police investigation, most of these accidents are caused by drivers' carelessness. Among the vehicles, those of academic institutions and those carrying students are most sensitive. That's also why a separate directive exists for school management and drivers. In the absence of sound implementation of the rules, lives of students are at risk. The traffic police conducted a special check at Jaulakhel, Lalitpur yesterday morning, in which their particular focus was on the vehicles carrying school and college students. On Thursday, 13-year-old Ayush Dahal, a student of Best's Montessori school, had died after hitting a tree while looking out of the school bus window. This is an evidence to the irresponsibility of the school bus drivers. Traffic police have also been taking special actions to monitor the actions of school bus drivers. Actions have been taken against 37 drivers of school and college buses in Kathmandu for driving under the influence of alcohol in the past 3 months. 10 vehicles were found exceeding the capacity of carrying students, while 23 others were found violating other regulations. Based on statistics, 69 accidents involving school buses were reported in the past 3 years, where 23 were killed and 110 injured. Around 25,000 vehicles of private schools are in operation across the country. However, school management and vehicle drivers do not seem to have prioritized the safety of the students. Many schools have been using regular route vehicles, while parents and guardians also seem to be unaware of the condition of the school buses carrying their children. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What should be done to put an end to carelessness of vehicles carrying school children? Your options are A, implement regulations, B, management must be responsible, and C, strict actions. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Madhya Province have reached the semi-finals of the Prime Minister Cup National Cricket Tournament for the first time in the tournament's history. Madhya secured the semi-final berth after a tie against Bagmati Province led by Gyanendra Malla. Madhya have become the third provincial team to qualify for the semi-final round in the tournament's history. Prior to this, Lumbini had qualified for the last 4 of the second edition of the tournament, while Bagmati had played the semis in the 2 editions thereafter. In the match played yesterday at the TU Cricket Ground in Kantipur, Madhya won the toss and elected to bat, where they were bowled out for 190 runs in 46.2 overs. Rohan BK top scored for Madhesh with 63 runs. His 94-ball innings included 6 fours and 2 sixes. Santosh Karki scored 23 while Rajesh Yadav added 16. Nandan Yadav and Surya Tamang picked 3 wickets each. In reply, Bagmati were also bowled out for 190 runs in 49.2 overs, ending the match in a tie. Prithu Baskota top scored with 40 runs. Bagmati required 3 runs from the final 2 overs to win. However, Rupesh Singh gave away only 2 runs in the 49th over. The match ended in a tie as the first ball of the ultimate over was a dot, followed by the wicket of Rajan Thakal in the second ball. Rajesh Yadav and Pradeep Paswan picked 3 wickets each following the tie. Lumbini have crashed out from the tournament. Madhesh have 5 points and are placed second in Group B, while Lumbini have 4 and are placed third. Nepal Police Club currently remain atop Group B with 6 points from 3 matches. The last match of the Group B will see Nepal Police Club take on Madhesh. The team securing victory in that clash will progress to the semi-final round as the group winners. Meanwhile, Sudur Pashchim Province have secured a consolation win at the Prime Minister Cup National Cricket Tournament. In their last match, Sudur Pashchim saw off Karnali by 5 wickets. After being put to bat in the match played at Mulpani Cricket Ground yesterday, Karnali were bowled out for 150 runs in 38.1 overs. Arjun Kharti top scored for Karnali with 70 runs from 96 deliveries. His innings included 5 fours and 4 sixes. Narayan Joshi was the pick of the Sudur Pashchim bowlers with 4 wickets from 5.1 overs, giving away only 16 runs. In reply, Sudur Pashchim chased the target in 29.4 overs while losing only 5 wickets. Gajendra Bohra top scored with 41 runs. Rabindra Shahi grabbed 3 wickets. Sudur Pashchim had lost their 3 initial matches of the tournament. Meanwhile, Karnali have also crashed out of the tournament with 3 successive losses. They will now play Army in their last match. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.